Liverpool told they do not need Alexander Isac. As internal cracks emerge at Newcastle, Danny Murphy believes Liverpool are capable of beating Arsenal, Manchester City, and Chelsea to the Premier League crown this season, even if they fail to land. Newcastle United forward Alexander Isac, the ex-Anfield midfielder, also shared his thoughts on Mark Guéhi potentially joining Arne Slot's squad. Liverpool have already made 8 signings during this transfer window, yet the reigning Premier League champions remain keen to bolster their ranks further before the September 1st deadline. Hugo Isak has already arrived at Anfield, but the Reds continue to chase Newcastle striker Isak. Team Talk's transfer correspondent Fraser Fletcher was the first to reveal back on July 24th that the Sweden international had informed Newcastle of his desire to leave in order to sign for Liverpool. Despite Liverpool submitting a huge £110 million, €127.2 million, $148.5 meters offer with the Dons, the bid was rejected by Newcastle. Team Talk understands, however, that Liverpool are preparing an improved second proposal once Eddie Howe's side secure a replacement for their number 9. With Manchester City, Arsenal, and Chelsea all strengthening heavily this summer, Liverpool face a major battle to retain their league title, while adding Isak would undoubtedly increase their firepower. Murphy insists that Slot's team are already strong enough to defend their crown. Speaking exclusively to Team Talk via newbettingsites.uk, Murphy said, Liverpool can definitely win the league without bringing in Alexander Isac, of course. Signing him would boost their chances because he's a fantastic striker, would give them another attacking option. They've lost 3 attackers from last season and only replaced them with 2, so they're already a little lighter in terms of rotation. I still expect another forward-thinking player to come in. Even if it isn't Isak, winning the title without him is possible, but it would certainly be easier with him. Murphy's remarks came as the Isak transfer saga escalated dramatically. This week, on Tuesday night, the striker posted a statement on Instagram accusing Newcastle of breaking promises, a message which the Magpies publicly dismissed. Newcastle strongly denied any promises were made and reiterated their stance that Isak is not for sale. According to the Daily Mail, Isak's bold move has split the Newcastle dressing room. Some teammates support his position, while others are unhappy with the public nature of his statement. For now, the striker continues to train away from the main group. Meanwhile, Liverpool are also exploring defensive reinforcements. Team Talk understands that the Merseyside Giants are pursuing Crystal Palace centre-back Mark Guéhi, who has already agreed personal terms with the champions. However, discussions between the two clubs over a transfer fee have so far stalled. Liverpool have already recruited Giovanni Leone from Parma, but want further depth in defense, especially after Yarel Kwanzé's move to Bayer Leverkusen and Real Madrid's growing interest in Ibrahima Konate. With Konate's contract expiring at the end of the season, Liverpool may be forced to sell the Frenchman, and Murphy feels Guéhi would be an outstanding replacement. In terms of defenders, Guéhi and Konate bring very different qualities. Murphy explained, they're both quick and strong, but Guéhi is more calculated in his approach, while Konate is aggressive and dominant. Ideally, you'd want them both. Konate's partnership with Van Dijk has been excellent. Even though he had a poor game against Bournemouth recently, but in a season where you're competing in over 60 matches and targeting the toughest trophies, in football, 2 elite center-backs aren't enough. Gomez's injury record makes him unreliable, so another quality option is essential. Guéhi would be ideal. He's intelligent, composed, and a good passer. The only challenge is that he usually plays on the left, the same side as Van Dijk, so he might need to adapt. Still, he has all the tools to succeed at Liverpool. With the clock ticking down on the transfer window, Liverpool are expected to push through at least one more major signing. While one Anfield star is eager to stay put, the Reds may still cash in if the right offer arrives. Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United are also circling around a Premier League captain whom Liverpool admire, setting up a busy and dramatic conclusion to the window. Just 24 hours after a narrow 1-0 defeat to Arsenal at Old Trafford, the squad returned to the training ground at Carrington on Monday, resuming preparations early Tuesday with noticeable intensity. The mood within the camp was described as focused and energized, with recovery and tactical sharpness top of the agenda ahead of this weekend's visit to Fulham. Monday's session was light, focusing on recovery drills designed to shake off the fatigue from Sunday's high-octane encounter. Positional randos and mobility exercises helped players reset while maintaining rhythm. Training then moved into low-intensity possession drills and short passing sequences, aimed at reinforcing midfield fluidity and fast transitions, both key features of the Arsenal performance. Tuesday's session ramped up the intensity, shifting focus toward attacking patterns. Players went through high-tempo, finishing drills, and small-sided games, with an emphasis on breaking down compact defensive structures, a clear nod to what United expect to face from Fulham. Coaches urged forwards to attack space early and make quicker decisions in front of goal. There was also dedicated work on defensive organization, particularly set-piece defending. After conceding from a corner against Arsenal, drills focused on dealing with crosses and second balls. Goalkeepers were heavily involved, working closely with defenders to improve communication and aerial timing. Throughout the session, staff were vocal and encouraging, highlighting positives from the Arsenal display and reinforcing the need to build on that momentum. Tactical instructions were delivered between drills, particularly concerning how the midfield can better support both ends of the pitch. Training concluded with a full-pitch game, where players were tasked with maintaining attacking pressure and replicating match-day tempo. Coaches were reportedly pleased with both the intensity and quality, particularly the attacking combinations and defensive recoveries. With 3 sessions remaining before Saturday, the team will continue fine-tuning their tactical approach. There's a strong belief this week represents a chance to make a statement and kickstart a run of good form. Today's training also included trial runs of new set-piece routines, both from corners and wide free kicks designed to add unpredictability. In the final third, execution and timing were adjusted in real time, ensuring each player fully understood their role. There's growing belief among players and staff that the performance against Arsenal provided a strong foundation. The message is clear: the focus is now entirely on Fulham, with every effort aimed at turning encouraging signs into points. Despite falling 1-0 to Arsenal, the match told a different story from the scoreline. Our Calafiores' 13th minute strike was enough for the Gunners, but United largely controlled the game, registering 22 shots to Arsenal's 9 and enjoying 62% possession. Amorim's side played with aggression and composure, pressing high and dominating long spells of possession. Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes operated fluidly between the lines, feeding the front three with greater sharpness than seen in previous weeks. Arsenal's winner came from a corner that exposed indecision in United's box. Goalkeeper Ali Bayander nudged